A record of a mortal's journey to immortality. Beneath the shadow of a towering mountain lies a quiet village, Qingshu, a place where the air carries more than just the scent of pine and wildflowers. Despite its serene appearance, a curious tension lingers in the breeze, as though the earth itself hides secrets buried deep beneath its soil. This is no ordinary village, and its people know it all too well. They go about their daily lives, exchanging little more than necessary words, keeping some truths locked away, even from one another. In this unassuming place lives a boy, Han Li. With nothing remarkable to his name, he blends seamlessly into the monotony of the village life. Yet, even in a place like Qingshu, where silence holds sway, some whispers cannot be suppressed. And Han Li is not blind to them. Nights in the village seem quieter than they ought to be, as if the shadows themselves are watching. Born into the most ordinary of lives, Han Li's days are spent helping his family farm under the warm sun. To the untrained eye, he is but a dutiful son, quiet, reserved, and diligent. But beneath this humble exterior sparkles an ember of something extraordinary: ambition. Han Li dreams not just of a better life, but of a life beyond the bounds of this simple village. This is the story of how one decision will pull him from the mundane and thrust him into a world of unfathomable power, crushing trials, and unimaginable mysteries. The mountain that looms behind Qingxi village is more than a mere geographical feature. To the villagers, it is both a protector and a warning. From the moment they wake to the time they retire beneath their straw-thatched roofs, they live under its silent guard. Legends whisper of strange happenings on the mountainside. Stories of those who dare to climb too high or linger too long always end the same. They never return. And yet, no one speaks these tales aloud, not even in hushed tones by the fireplace. To Han Li, there is something alluring about the mountain's shadow, a silent, unexplainable call to climb higher, to see beyond what others dare dream. But such thoughts aren't shared easily in Qingshu. The villagers have little trust in dreams that span too far, in ambitions that reach too high. Fate, they believe, is set in stone. And yet, for Han Li, fate feels fluid, like water destined to find its own path. It is on one fateful night that everything begins to change. The moon hangs low over the village like a silver lantern, casting a pale glow over Qingshi's simple homes. The town is quiet, its people asleep and dreaming, leaving the streets empty, save for one curious young boy who cannot sleep. Han Li sits by the edge of the field where his family grows their crops. The mountain, a relentless silhouette against the sky, feels closer than ever. He focuses on the stars above, silently wishing that there was more to life than the endless cycle of growing and harvesting. And then, from the shadows, a figure appears. Draped in elaborate robes that shimmer in the moonlight, a man walks, or perhaps glides, with an almost otherworldly grace. His face, partially hidden by the collar of his ornate garments, reveals only piercing eyes that seem to hold decades, if not centuries, of wisdom. For a moment, it feels as though the air itself around him carries a strange hum, like the faint, vibrating string of an unseen instrument. This is no ordinary traveler, and Han Li knows it instantly. The air is alive with mystery, his heart pounding as the figure moves closer without hesitation. The man introduces himself, though only briefly. His name is Mo, a Taoist priest who claims to be merely passing through. But there's a weight to his words, an unspoken implication that this meeting is no random occurrence. With little preamble, he begins speaking to Han Li as though he already knows the boy, understood his secret longings before even arriving. "You dream of more," the priest says, as his robes shimmer under the light of the moon. "More than this village, more than this life." Han Li feels a shiver crawl up his spine. The stranger's presence is daunting, but not frightening. In his heart, there's a flicker of something else: hope. Mo speaks of the world beyond the mountain, a realm that Han Li couldn't have imagined even in his wildest dreams. He describes a place of profound mysteries, ancient powers, and great challenges. He speaks of the path to immortality. The boy's breath catches. Immortality? The very word feels forbidden, like something sacred and unattainable. Han Li wants to ask how, but words fail him. Mo offers him a choice: remain in the safety and stagnancy of Qingxi village, or follow him into a world that promises danger, sacrifice, and answers to questions Han Li didn't even know he had. For the first time in his life, Han Li feels his future taking on shape and substance. It is no longer a nameless dream floating on the edges of his consciousness. It is something tangible, something achievable. And yet, uncertainty gnaws at him like an invisible beast. What would his family think? Would they mourn his absence? Would the villagers curse him, call him foolish for abandoning the safety of the known? Or was it possible they would envy him, secretly wishing they too had taken such a chance? Deep down, Han knows this is his one opportunity for escape. Opportunities like this do not knock twice. And though the weight of family and fear presses hard against his shoulders, he steels his resolve. His decision is made. As the first rays of dawn begin to peek out over the horizon, Han Li stands by the edge of his family's modest home for what might be the last time. For all its simplicity, it has been his world up until now. Though his hands tremble, his heart pounds with the thrill of the unknown. The villagers sleep, oblivious to his departure, as Han Li follows Mo toward the edge of the village and further beyond, into the great unknown. With every step, the towering mountain fades into the distance. It is no longer looming above him. It is behind him, and so is the life he knew. Han Li's first steps into the wider world are filled with both trepidation and wonder. Mo speaks little during their journey, but offers glimpses of what lies ahead: power, trials, and deeper mysteries than Han Li could have envisioned. The boy quickly realizes that this is a world where strength rules and the weak are left behind. But Mo assures him of one thing: potential is what matters most. And in Han Li, Mo has seen potential like no other. Why else, after all, would the Taoist priest have chosen him? The road ahead will not be easy. Han Li will encounter enemies, failures, and moral dilemmas that will shape his character in ways he cannot yet understand. He will make sacrifices, endure pain, and walk closer than ever to the abyss, all for the chance to grasp at the thin threads of immortality. The sun rises higher, and with it, so do Han Li's hopes. As Qingxi village grows smaller and smaller in the distance, Han Li ponders the life he's left behind. There is comfort in simplicity, but ambition does not grow where comfort thrives. The answers Han Li seeks lie in the unknown, in places far from the fields of his childhood and the safety of the mountain's shadow. In his heart, he knows this is only the beginning. The path before him stretches long and dark, illuminated only by the faint promise of immortality. What lies at the end is a question only time can answer. And so, Han Li's journey begins. A mortal boy with immortal dreams, stepping into a world ready to test every fiber of his being. His path will be one of mystery, sacrifice, and ambition. But will it lead to untold power or destruction? The answers lie ahead, where shadow and light intertwine, where fate bends to the will of the determined. Who will Han Li become, and what will he uncover on his journey to immortality? Stay tuned as the story unfolds.